How a trouser should fit is easy, but so many people get it wrong, and I want to help clarify what a good fit is. Over the past 2 decades or so, I've been in the menswear business working retail. I started a brand offering ready-to-wear, made-to-measure, and bespoke suits. But most importantly, I've been helping hundreds, if not thousands of guys out there on their menswear journey, which is what brings me here today. I grew up in the 90s seeing clothing far too baggy and shapeless, then all of a sudden everything was skin tight and low rise in the 2000s, leaving me a little bit confused. How about you guys? In this video, I'll go over 4 points to see if the trousers fit you, flatter your figure, have a good balance, and they're modern and classy looking. Throughout the video, I'll also give you tips on what to do if the fit isn't great and needs to be addressed, so you can apply that to what you already own or on what you're planning to get in the future. The rise is probably one of the most overlooked, yet most important. No matter what your figure is, clothing in some way should flatter your figure. If the trouser has a higher rise, you're automatically going to lengthen your lower proportions, creating a more handsome and beautiful overall aesthetic. An easy way to see is by looking at a low rise and high rise side by side. Low rise makes my legs look short, and a high rise makes my legs look longer, making me look taller. A good trouser rise would be when the top of the waistband is about 1 finger width below your belly button. So what is the rise? This is the distance from the top of your waistband to the bottom of the crotch seam. You can't just higher the rise by hiking your pants up. That's going to be uncomfortable and cause a lot of pulling and dragging in the fabric in your nether region. Instead, the trouser needs to be either a ready-to-wear high-rise trouser when you get it, or if you go custom made, this can easily be achieved by adjusting the pattern and fit for you. The waist needs to be snug so that your trousers don't sag, but not too tight it becomes uncomfortable, which is going to be a little bit subjective and vary from person to person. If you don't like the waist being tight or fear that no matter what, gravity is going to go to work throughout the day on your trousers, you could use suspenders. They also add a bit of flair to the outfit, but if you wear a cardigan or jacket over it, you can cover them up. The beautiful thing about quality trousers is that the waist can be altered around 3 to 4 centimeters. That's let out or taken in. The hips in your trousers shouldn't be too tight, and you should have some allowance in the hip circumference because your hips when sitting will become bigger than when standing, and you need that allowance to be comfortable. While I'm here, I'll address the crotch. When sitting, this is totally normal and there's no way around it. Just don't think about it too much, fellas, because no one else is. If you're buying ready-to-wear trousers, make sure the trousers fit comfortably in the hips because the waist, that can be adjusted and it's easier to alter than the hips. This gets personal. I think one of the most frequent comments I get is, your trousers are too wide. First, let's look at how trousers were designed and developed. They look nice, have a sharp and uninterrupted crease, and create a slimming silhouette. Keep in mind you will normally greet people and be seen from the frontal view. If you look at the side view, they should look wider than the front view. If my trousers were a little slimmer or wider, they will still look the same from that front view. That's because these trousers were cut and draped with an almond shape, not a circle, meaning any extra fabric is going to be hidden behind my leg. Well, why would anybody want that, you ask? Because classical clothing was designed to flatter us with function and comfort in mind. When I sit down, my leg shape changes, becomes wider, and that extra room is needed to accommodate my body shape when sitting. If I didn't have that extra allowance, this would be very uncomfortable. Not to mention this promotes more airflow since the trousers aren't tight and hugging my legs. I enjoy that airflow because I'm naturally a hot body. How long your trousers should be is also going to be up to you. There are 3 appropriate trouser lengths. Some like a clean trouser with no break, leaving the front crease totally uninterrupted. This is nice as it elongates your legs and is very clean looking. When sitting, your trousers will ride up your leg a little bit, so I'd recommend you wear over-the-calf socks so you don't show any skin when wearing a full suit and tie during the cooler months. Or if you're going casual, go with no-show socks and let your ankles feel the breeze in those warmer months. A slight break will be 1 to 2 centimeters longer than a no break. The front of the trouser is going to hit the top of your shoe, causing a slight break, hence the name, and that trouser crease, and the length will also extend to cover the entire ankle in the back and part of that shoe. A full break is going to be 3 to 4 centimeters longer than no break and cover the back of your shoe. This means there's going to be a lot of excess fabric or break at the front of the trousers. This is good for taller gentlemen and for conservative guys that don't like trousers riding up and showing too much sock when they sit down. The nice thing about most classical trousers and even our chinos is there's inlay and length that can be adjusted. So if you feel like your trousers are too short, you can lengthen them, but by how much will depend on the trouser inlay. If they're too long, you can alter the length and shorten them as much as you want. If you do go custom, of course, you can address this at the time of your fitting. Over the years, my trouser fit has changed a bit. Nowadays, I'm going a bit more relaxed fitting and lengthwise, somewhere between a no break and a very, very slight break. The only way to really know what you like and prefer is by trying things out. You gotta experiment, make those mistakes, and fully embrace this menswear journey we're on together. I hope this was helpful. Please hit that like and subscribe, and if you have any questions or want to explore some of our trousers, leave a comment or check the links in the description below. Thank you for watching.